Welcome back to Gear Up Bike, and today we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated neo-retro motorcycles of the year. This is more than just a review, it's a full experience of what the Thunderbolt represents for riders who want nostalgia wrapped in modern performance. As soon as you stand in front of this machine, it becomes obvious that BSA's comeback is not about rebadging something generic. It's about crafting a motorcycle that brings old-school charm to the road while keeping the riding experience fresh, refined, and genuinely exciting. The first moment I approached the Thunderbolt for this review, the bike immediately grabbed attention with its stance, proportions, and the way the design mixes minimalism with purpose. The front of the 2026 Thunderbolt feels like a respectful nod to the original lineage, but with clear upgrades for modern riders. The circular LED headlamp is wrapped in a meticulously finished metal housing, giving off that vintage British roadster vibe while delivering contemporary brightness and visibility. The DRL ring is sharp without being flashy, maintaining elegance that stays true to BSA's classic DNA. The front forks, finished in a brushed metallic shade, add a sense of ruggedness and solid engineering. Moving around the front wheel, the multi-spoke rims and thick tire profile give the bike a sturdy posture. The braking hardware is modern and responsive, showing that BSA didn't just want the bike to look old school, as they wanted it to perform like a proper 2026 machine. The front fender sits close to the tire with a simple curvature, proving that minimalism is still a luxury when done right. Sliding to the side profile is where the Thunderbolt really tells its story, because this angle perfectly balances retro appeal and modern geometry. The fuel tank is beautifully sculpted, with lines that seem to follow the rider's movement rather than resist it. It has a subtle bulge near the knees, which makes the ergonomics feel naturally supportive. The BSA logo on the tank is bold and nostalgic, giving a sense of heritage every time your eyes drift down while riding. The seat is a long, well-cushioned single-piece layout, designed for comfort even during longer journeys. The stitching is premium, and the padding feels supportive without sinking. The side panels carry a clean and neat appearance, maintaining classic simplicity. There's no unnecessary plastic, just the right amount of metal, the right curves, and the right textures to keep everything feeling timeless. The exhaust pipe runs along the side like a piece of artwork, with a slightly upswept design and a chrome finish that reflects everything around it. When you stand back and view the side posture, the motorcycle gives off that unmistakable vintage roadster silhouette. It's neither too tall nor too aggressive, making it look like the perfect companion for relaxed city cruising as well as scenic weekend rides. The proportions are incredibly well balanced, proving that BSA put genuine effort into getting the geometry right rather than relying on nostalgia alone. Moving around to the rear, the Thunderbolt continues its blend of simplicity and detail. The tail section is minimalistic, with a clean contour that flows smoothly from the seat to the back end. The LED tail lamp retains a classic rectangle shape but glows with a modern pattern, which looks especially striking at night. The indicators are small but bright, maintaining symmetry and style without sticking out awkwardly. The rear fender is metallic and sturdy, complementing the overall design philosophy. The tire profile remains thick, giving the bike a planted, muscular presence from behind. When you look at the bike's back angle, you get an immediate sense of old-school charm mixed with road-ready confidence. Even the placement of the license plate and reflectors maintains visual balance, showing BSA's attention to detail. Now, moving to what really makes the Thunderbolt more than just a retro-style motorcycle, its engine. At the heart of the 2026 BSA Thunderbolt lies a newly refined 650cc single-cylinder engine, built to give riders the classic thump and character that many modern bikes have lost. The power delivery is smooth yet punchy, giving enough torque at the low end to make city riding effortless. The engine note is incredibly rich, with a deep, satisfying beat that reminds you of the old BSA machines. Unlike overly tuned modern singles that sometimes lose their soul, this engine embraces its identity. The fuel injection system is precise, offering crisp throttle response whether you're cruising at steady speeds or opening it up on an open road. The cooling system has been significantly improved compared to previous models, reducing heat around the legs and ensuring that long rides don't become uncomfortable. The gearbox feels refined with smooth shifting and a predictable clutch feel, allowing even newer riders to operate the bike confidently. Overall, the engine is the heart and personality of the Thunderbolt, and BSA has successfully created something that feels authentic while still meeting today's expectations. Performance-wise, the Thunderbolt rides like a proper modern classic, not too aggressive, not too soft, and absolutely engaging. The acceleration is linear and satisfying, giving riders that smooth surge forward without feeling overwhelming. The bike remains stable even at highway speeds, thanks to its well-balanced frame geometry. The suspension tuning is another area where the bike shines. The front telescopic forks absorb urban bumps comfortably, while the rear twin shocks offer a blend of firmness and comfort. This makes the Thunderbolt suitable for daily use as well as longer, more scenic journeys. The braking performance is strong and predictable, with the front disc providing solid bite and the rear supporting it with controlled stopping power. The ABS system is well tuned and doesn't feel intrusive. Cornering on this bike is surprisingly enjoyable. The steering input feels natural and responsive, making it easy to carve through traffic or lean into turns on weekend rides. The weight distribution ensures that the bike never feels top-heavy or unstable. The Thunderbolt might not be built for racing, but every ride on it feels like an experience. Smooth, soulful, and extremely satisfying. When it comes to pricing, BSA has positioned the 2026 Thunderbolt strategically, understanding that riders in the retro classics segment value authenticity, reliability, and accessible performance. The pricing depends on region, but the overall strategy keeps it competitive against other modern classics in the 650cc category. It sits at a point where it offers premium design and engineering without pushing the cost too high. This makes it a strong alternative to other heritage-inspired motorcycles, especially for riders who want something genuinely different, a blend of British charm and modern capability. As we approach the end of this review, the 2026 BSA Thunderbolt leaves a lasting impression. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a nostalgic experience crafted with modern precision. Every inch of this machine reflects BSA's return to form, from the beautifully sculpted exterior to the joyful thump of its engine. It offers comfort, character, and practicality while still delivering the satisfaction of riding something unique. If you're a rider who loves classic aesthetics but refuses to compromise on performance or reliability, the Thunderbolt is a motorcycle that deserves your attention. It stands as proof that heritage brands can still build machines with genuine soul while keeping up with modern expectations. This has been Gear Up Bike, bringing you another in-depth review for true motorcycle enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 BSA Thunderbolt, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest reviews. Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.